Live from the Plymouth Canton Educational Park,
you're listening to Newsfile at 5:30 on 88.1 The Park. I'm Nadia, and in tonight's news, a local skater is headed to the World Championships and you can help, and kids can be a marine biologist for a day.
Now, for the latest news that matters in your community.
You have the opportunity to support Plymouth High School senior and competitive roller skater Mahira Tandon's journey to an international competition this Sunday when Skatin' Station 2 holds a spaghetti skate dinner fundraiser. The dinner will help fund Tandon's trip to the Figure World Championships in Germany this October. After placing first at the National Championships, Tandon will represent Plymouth Canton and the United States as she skates with Team USA. Tandon says competing with Team USA has always been a dream of hers.
You see all these different athletes representing Team USA, and I thought it would be really cool to represent my sport in Team USA. It's the biggest dream of mine. I'm so excited that it's finally coming true.
She plans to use this opportunity to inspire the next generation of roller skaters.
My hope is to inspire a lot of the younger kids on my team, too, that there's a way to success through this sport.
The dinner will take place this Sunday, September 10th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Skatin' Station 2. Admission is $20, which includes dinner, open skating, and a silent auction. Tickets will be available at the door, and proceeds from the event will cover entry fees, travel expenses for Tandon and her coach, training time, and required uniforms. Donations are also accepted through Mahira's GoFundMe campaign, which is linked on her Instagram account at mk.tandon.
Students have the chance to explore the wonders of the aquatic world this fall as the Sea Life Aquarium of Michigan hosts their 3rd annual Junior Marine Biologist Contest. The competition, which is open to students in grades 6 through 12, asks entrants to write an essay describing their passion for pursuing a career in marine biology. 3 winners will be selected to get an inside look into the job of a marine biologist and help out with some of their everyday tasks, like feeding underwater creatures and testing water conditions. Sea Life Aquarium Marketing Coordinator Rebecca Goodwin says the contest teaches students the importance of preserving ocean life.
The ocean and the creatures in the ocean make up such a huge part of our biodiversity, and protecting it is integral to making sure that Earth is healthy and inhabitable for many, many generations to come. And so just teaching that to students while they're young and they can go out and then take that information that they've learned and make an impact in their lives is just wonderful to see.
The deadline for applications is September 27th. For more information about the competition, visit visitsealife.com/Michigan under the Events tab.
Please, in the Georgia case against President Trump, top our look at world and national news tonight. Former Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is waiving his right to a formal arraignment in Georgia. Meadows and 5 other co-defendants pleaded not guilty today to charges in the election interference case. 18 of the 19 defendants in this case have entered not guilty pleas, including former President Trump. President Biden is masking up after the First Lady tested positive for COVID-19. The White House said Biden will start wearing a mask indoors and has tested negative. The press secretary said First Lady Jill Biden has mild symptoms and will remain in Delaware for the rest of the week as she recovers. The United Auto Workers Union president says he's shocked by President Biden's comment that an auto workers strike won't happen. On Labor Day, Biden said he's not worried about a UAW strike against the Detroit 3 automakers, then added it's not going to happen. Union leaders are pushing for 40 hours pay for a 32-hour week and 46% raise by September 14th, or they say workers will hit the picket lines. The Detroit Zoo says a 3-month-old giraffe calf is now joining the herd. Jehudi was born at the zoo in May and was underweight and had trouble nursing from his mother. The calf was kept in 24/7 observation, but is now healthy enough to join the rest of the giraffe herd. Visitors will be able to see the 7-foot-tall baby in both the indoor and outdoor habitats. Governor Gretchen Whitmer led the 65th annual Labor Day Mackinac Bridge Walk Monday. The Mackinac Bridge Authority says 35,000 people took part, the largest crowd since 45,000 walked the bridge in 2016. The walk has happened every year since 1958, when the 5-mile bridge opened, except 2020 due to COVID-19. For Newsfile at 5:30, I'm Nadia. Your look at campus news is next.
Your place for Plymouth Canton Community Schools updates.
It's campus news.
Neil Bartram's look at the complexities of the human condition will hit the stage this week when the Park Players Theater Company presents The Theory of Relativity. The show examines the interconnectedness of us all through life's shared experiences, from the hilarious to the heartbreaking, through a seemingly unrelated collection of songs, scenes, and monologues. The show will run in the Gloria Logan Auditorium at Salem High School on September 8th and 9th at 7 p.m. Tickets are available on the Park Players website and will be available at the door. P-CCS Department of Student and Family Engagement is partnering with the Penn Theater to present a family presentation night on mental wellness. The talk will explain what anxiety and stress are and how they work in our brains and bodies, and how we can free ourselves from the downward spiral. The presentation is on Wednesday, September 20th at 6 p.m. at the Penn Theater in Plymouth. More information is at pccsk12.com. Plymouth Canton Community Schools Department of Student and Family Engagement wants to help upper elementary and middle school students start the school year with the tools to find success. They're hosting Homework 101, a family's guide to middle school work at home on Tuesday, September 19th at 10 a.m. at Canton Public Library and at 6 p.m. at the Pioneer Middle School Media Center. More information is at pccsk12.com. For Campus News, I'm Sydney. Your look at sports is next.
Football, baseball, basketball, hockey.
It's time for Newsfile at 5:30 Sports. Team USA is moving one step closer towards a FIBA World Cup title. The U.S. dominated Italy in a 100-63 win earlier today. Mikal Bridges led all scorers with 24 points. Tyrese Halliburton added 18 points and hit 6 three-pointers off the bench. The U.S. will move on to a semifinal matchup against the winner of Germany and Latvia, who are playing right now. The Tigers are in New York to take on the Yankees starting tonight. Detroit sends right-hander Alex Faedo to the mound for the opener of the 3-game series. The Tigers enter riding a 4-game winning streak after sweeping the White Sox in Chicago over the weekend. Detroit sits at 63-74 overall. The Lions are putting in the finishing touches on their game plan for the Chiefs. Detroit opens up the season on Thursday night in Kansas City. The Lions look to build off their first winning season since 2017 after going 9-8 last year. Second-ranked Michigan is back to work preparing for its second game of the season. The Wolverines will host the UNLV on Saturday in Ann Arbor. opened up with a 30-3 rout of East Carolina over the weekend. Michigan State hosts Richmond. The Spartans are coming off a 31-7 win over Central Michigan. In other college football action, Central Michigan entertains New Hampshire, Eastern Michigan visits Minnesota, and Western Michigan travels to New York to face Syracuse. For Newsfile at 5:30 Sports, I'm Andy McLaren. Your look at traffic and weather is next.
From M14 to I-94. Your look at traffic starts now.
Continued work on the I-275 construction project has the freeway down to 2 lanes in both directions from M14 to I-94. Traffic is slow in both directions. There are many anticipated street closures in downtown Plymouth beginning the morning of Thursday, September 7th, for the Plymouth Community Fall Festival, being held from September 8th to 10th. The following street closures are expected to begin at 10 a.m. on Thursday, September 7th. Main Street northbound from Wing to Pennyman and southbound from Fralick to Wing. Ann Arbor Trail eastbound from Forest to Union and westbound from Deer to Harvey. Pennyman from Main Street to the Pennyman Municipal Lot, with closures potentially extending to Harvey at times during the weekend. All streets are expected to reopen at 2 a.m. on Monday, September 12th. That's all for traffic. Your look at weather is next.
88.1 The Park with your local weather forecast.
We'll have a humid night tonight with lows around 67. Tomorrow will be humid with the chance for a storm in the afternoon and a high near 84. Right now in Plymouth Canton, it's 89 degrees under sunny skies on your source for the best local news, 88.1 The Park. For Andy and Sydney, I'm Nadia on Newsfile at 5:30. Stick around. Moments with Mara is next, followed by K-Poppin' at 6 and Plymouth and Canton's hit music at 7.